Yeah, say job. We wake up divinely aligned, in gratitude, cause you know I'm never laid down. Just be in our arms, divinely protected, we never looking down. These young MC, I triple C, you know we got the young rolling with the angels and we riding two planes. Divinely protected, ascendant masters on my side. Welcome back to the channel, Aries. Welcome back to 333 Tarot. Aries, if your sun, moon, ascendant progressed, this is your reading. If you have Aries and any other planetary energies as well that are significant placements in your chart here, you can apply it in those areas as well if you know how to do so alchemical wise. So Aries, I hope you've had a good week. And I hope you're kind of getting ready to kind of go into the next week, the new week, planning ahead and things of that nature. Your reading is available Sundays, every Sunday. We do these readings weekly for you. You're also paired up with my Cancerians. So if you do have Cancer in your chart, Aries, or no Cancer, send them over that reading, or you go check out that reading regardless and see what's up with that energy here. I'm tapping into the collective energy right now for you, Aries, just before we get into our spread here. And first card we got coming out is the Devil card here. A lot of Capricorn energy. You could have Capricorn, cardinal. That's your cardinal sign, just cardinal Earth showing itself right there. We got another Aries energy, the Four of Wands. Okay. Well, Aries, you're trying to secure your foundation, or you're being practical. Something about your desires. Maybe certain desires that you're being called to right now. Don't let your desire overrule whatever your will is or your intent here. Also, don't let the material world control or dictate your actions to the point where that's your motive, all the material gain. But I really think you're just getting control and over your power, getting control over your foundation here, Aries. Seven of Discs coming out backwards. Four of Wands. You're taking a lot of action. You may be taking a lot of actions here this week towards your relationships here. I think you're initiating a lot of stuff here. I think you're trying to foundate this double energy, Aries, a relationship or some way, shape, or form. Is there something that you're trying to secure? Like, is there a relationship you want to secure, like, have long lasting and things of that nature? I'm hearing it's not you haven't done the practical things yet to maybe secure this relationship here, Aries. Or it's hard for you to look down the path of the outcome of where this relationship will lead you. I think it's hard for you to look down or see some sort of long run or long-winded connection here. I think that's what you want to foundate, but because I think you're doing that because that's not here at the moment. I think there's a few things you've tried and you still haven't seen that outcome, that longevity here, right? So I think that's a very important thing. I think that's why you're trying to create a sense of stability around this relationship, so you can start seeing it for the long haul, the long run, and seeing the potential of it, right? I think there may be some sort of something stopping you from maybe seeing like the ending results, or where this relationship could lead you, or where this job can lead you here. Like, maybe even for some of you guys that are like in a career, well, we all working and stuff like that, but for some of you guys, when it comes to your business and career, I feel like the Seven of Discs. I feel like you don't. I feel like you're tired or exhausted from your work right now. Um, I think you've been working and been controlling your foundation for some of you guys. You've been taking the right actions towards your business partnerships and just how you relate business in the industry, right? And I think you're a little bit exhausted of that. You put in a lot of work, and I think as far as the outcome, you're not really seeing it for what it was. Maybe you thought it could have led you somewhere, but then you're like, damn, I don't know if I can really do this for for how long or whatever the case may be. So you're like, I'm not too sure about this. You could be backing away from a job based upon a family with the Empress card, creation, some sort of creative thing, because you're moving towards a love connection. Yeah, and this double energy, I think you're trying to stabilize is a connection here, some sort of opportunity or relationship. This could be a business opportunity as well. But after we see the Empress with the energy of creation, number 3, right? It's like that divine feminine, that divine family, that creation energies could even be creativity. Maybe that's what you're moving toward. Maybe that's what you're moving forward towards. Maybe there was an opportunity to give birth to new creative endeavors, to where it's a little bit less practical, and you can kind of step away from your job and kind of go more towards the creative endeavor, right? For some of you guys, you're trying to stabilize a relationship because maybe you want to start a family here, or there's a family involved. Maybe there's children involved. So like a certain job is not the best for you, but you are moving practical in some way, shape, or form. Seven of Wands. Maybe many ideas or choices you've had to make about this thing here. 2 of Wands. You could be planning travel, maybe relocation. Maybe that's why there's no you could be planning relocation, whether locally your region, or like foreign. It could be city to city, or it could be foreign. But I feel like that's why you're not seeing the longevity of your job, of this job, or maybe this relationship, or just maybe this family in general, because this Empress card is family. So maybe you're like moving away from your family in some way, shape, or form, or you're thinking about it, communicating it, or planning it with someone here. Could be yourself, but you could be also planning it with someone, because maybe you want to start a family. But I hear relocation, and that's why you're not seeing the lifelong position maybe at your job, or like um that could even be the practicality towards the relationship. Maybe you're not seeing it practical, the long haul, because you're planning on travel or relocation. But I do feel like the Empress here. I think if you're relocating, I think it's because of a relationship, or some sort of something you want to give birth. It could give birth to. It could be a family. Maybe you want to start a family, but I feel like you could be relocating in accordance to some sort of family that's not where you are at the moment. So where you're staying, whether it's home. I don't think you're seeing the long. I don't think you're looking at like where you're staying right now, like you'll be there for a long time. And then for your job circumstance, I feel like you're not going to be like, I feel like you're not looking at the long haul of your career, because you're going to be relocating soon, or you plan on relocating soon. But I see a lot of harmony here, because I do feel like it is either you're relocating for your family that's in a different location, in some way, shape, or form, or you want to start your own family in some way, shape, or form. Those are for either two sides of Aries, depending on which side you're on. You could have some sort of creative gift as well that you're giving birth to, that you're about to do, that will allow you to kind of spark some travel, or spark some new ideas with how you want to go about something, or a new direction. So I feel like that's why you may be stepping away from this career, or just this way of living practically. Um, this could be like a home situation here as well, or a career. I feel like those are the two things you really be stepping away from here, based upon getting control of your foundation. And as you do that, that's going to ask you for more creativity and different areas of work. I feel like with that upside down 7 of Discs. Okay, collective. That's what it's looking like. I'm going to tap into the situation and circumstance now, um, utilizing the horseshoe spread here. I'm going to see what's up. And as we do this, we're going to be pulling a mystery confirmation card as well from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot in a second, as soon as we get our spread out. Show me Aries. Show me Aries. Show me Aries. Okay. want to make sure this is nicely tossed for y'all. Nicely tossed. We got some couple side notes coming out. You're working on something. Spending a lot of time working on something. Maybe a job. Maybe you're spending a lot of time working, like actually work, like, you know, like on a job. This could be working on some sort of creativity to create as a job, but yeah, you're spending a lot of time at work in general. You could be overthinking work. Getting ready to step out of the cycle. As my gloves just drop from the side of that thing. It's kind of strange. Never happened before. Give me some confirmation. Do any of you play sports here, Aries, like boxing or kickboxing in some way, shape, or form? Because as my kickboxing gloves just kind of tossed over. That's for some of you guys, though. Something significant, maybe, according to this boxing or kickboxing stuff, something significant maybe calling you right now. Holy shit. I was gonna say, guys, that was all just gonna be major, major, major. Just pulled out 3 majors in a row, 4 majors. Wow. Some clarity here, that's for sure. Wow. Guys, this is like as much majors as I've seen. And look, the next one would have been the Hangman. That's insane. There's change here, practical change based upon some sort of luxury. This message doesn't want to get out. My camera stopping, my gloves falling over. Jesus. So there's someone who clearly, some energy clearly doesn't want you to receive this message, because it's a powerful message. Too much majors here that there's something that you're achieving. There's some sort of a success here. We did pull the mystery card. I'm gonna put it off to the side. I'm gonna show you guys that at the end of the reading. Let me just talk about the spread a little bit here. So the first card, we have the Aeon in position 1. Something of the past, right? You're moving forward in some way, shape, or form. There's some sort of shift that you went through. You came to some sort of conclusion or realization that you want to move forward. You want to progress. The energy of the new moon is significant right now. This new moon in Aquarius, I think, is putting you in a time where you're it's expanding your mind and expanding your ways of thinking. There's a lot of energy right now here, Aries. In accordance to that, like, I'm seeing a lot of major arcana energies, and I feel like this is a new moon that's really pushing you forward to shift. There's some sort of emotional standpoint here that's new for you. And I think that's what gave you the confirmation in how you want to move forward here with your dreams, with your fantasy lifestyle, your fantasy connection, or your job, or whatever the case may be. This could be tapping into like your dream job and what really is fulfilling to you. We have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, Pisces energy. So Taurus, Pisces, and Cancer with the Chariot. Also Capricorn can be very significant for you. If you have those placements in your chart, make sure you go over to the channel and check out some of those readings as well. The Hierophant is a hidden influence. I think you're learning. You're being practical about your dreams and your fantasies. I think you're learning from your past, right? And the past experiences that you've been through, the history that you've been through, and how that applies to now, and what wisdom you learned from all those things to be where you're at now. Because clearly you're here, you're in one position now that's a little bit better that you weren't in before, and you're looking at what it took to get you in this position. So just at that fact alone, you're kind of being your own guide and seeing kind of which direction you want to go about life, and what's actually your broadest dreams and your fantasies for you, right? And that's where that Pisces energy is, where this moon energy comes into, because I feel like you've already opened the door to understand where you are in life now and where you want to go in your life, relationship, job, career, anything, right? There's a lot that you've went through that gave you a lot of wisdom, right? And now is the time where you're trying to align that wisdom with your dreams and your dream life, because it's like, why waste so much time on just an ordinary life when you went through so much? And it's like, at this point, I might as well chase my dreams, and might as well live my fantasy. I've been through so much, and I'm not holding myself back anymore, Aries. I don't think you're limiting yourself anymore. I don't think you want to hold yourself back, and you want the best out of life. I'm hearing, right? You want what's most nurturing to you. And it may be hard. And I think what's difficult for you the most right now is kind of self-love, understanding that you bring the fulfillment to yourself, and it's not an external thing. When you fulfill yourself internally first with the Ace of Cups, then you see it in your external reality. I think then you can kind of witness the power of self-love and self-care and self-personal nourishment here, right? Because when you deny your own state of being, you let the universe know that that's not the energy you want to receive, right? You're denying that energy. You're pretty much closing the door on it. So when you start opening yourself up and you start to nourish yourself, and you bring in and you home in on what really is fulfilling to you, I think that at that point you can then start being able to move forward in this relationship, because you start understanding that when you nurture yourself, you're able to be loved, right? You're able to attract that energy towards you here, because that's what you're vibrating at based upon your current actions, what you're doing, and what you're putting out to the universe. Nothing goes unseen, nothing goes unheard, right? Don't forget that. I think you're emotionally connected to moving forward a lot here in position 5 of others' perspectives. And there's someone else in your outer reality that you're emotionally connected to, that you really want to move forward with, that's very nurturing for you. I think this could be a relationship here. Um, Cancerian energy, it could be a Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart though, but I feel like, and you could be the one initiating moving forward um, with this relationship here. We've seen the Two of Wands, so you could also be the one initiating some sort of trip or travel or relocation with this person, and that's how you guys are going to be moving forward here with the Chariot energy. Because Cancer is that cardinal water as well. I think there's a lot of initiating here, um, and then the Two of Wands is actions, and I think this is moving forward, about how moving forward towards how you feel based upon the actions you've been taking together. And I think even if some travel, there could have been an influence of travel that maybe already took in place, and that's what kind of farther facilitated these emotions and allowed you guys to realize, or allowed you just to realize in turn, that like, okay, I can actually move forward with this. So this is something I see potentially moving forward in, right? Um, and I think they feel the same as that is in the position of others' perspectives. I think once you pay attention to this mindset that you're holding, um, there may be an idea you need to pay attention to. There could be an idea on your mind that you're not giving enough attention to, and that idea is a clear idea, and that idea I feel like can move you forward into developing a secure status, a secure home, possibly. Um, I think that's going to allow you to develop clarity over your material world, over your way of living here. Um, you may gain some answers towards how you want to curate a foundation for yourself, maybe for a family here. Earth energy, there's some stability, maybe your finances. Maybe there's an idea to kind of move forward, um, to develop some sort of control over how you guys make money here, how you make money. If this is a connection, it's like maybe the both of you getting involved here to create some sort of sensitive, some stability here. And I think you have a clear idea, maybe that can support this trajectory, or even just a clear mindset that can support this. We see Pisces energy that may be significant. Um, this could be like a dream career, guys, that you have an idea of doing, um, or a dream way of living that you have within the mind, but you got to pay attention to it and walk that path of clarity and understand it's important to have a strong mindset and a strong set of ideas, right? And I think that's going to allow you to access and be open minded to where, like we see in that perspective shift, the Hangman, to where you'll understand how to create that foundation around whatever you're doing, right? The higher fit energy could even be a position of like leveling up. Maybe you're leveling up within a job, right? Maybe you're going into a career where it's more of like teaching, or being in a higher position to where you're kind of in charge. People come to you for answers and things of that nature, right? Maybe you're leveling up. Um, this could also be like creative work. I feel like with the Aeon and then the higher fitness, like you've learned so much, you have so much experiences that taught you a lot of wisdom. Maybe you could teach, maybe you could be a teacher, or a speaker. Maybe these are things you want to do, especially with the Ace of Swords, using your voice and your mindset here. You could also be like a teaching like figure to other individuals here, and that may be something that is really can be very impactful for you, right? I think you have a lot to offer, Aries, and and you have a lot to say. And all it takes is a clear direction to create a foundation around this. And this is something that could be very successful. We're going to tap into the mystery card here. We drew the mystery card as we were continuing the reading, but the reading, our camera kind of tripped out right here. We got a phone call and stuff like that, so our camera tripped out. A lot of disruptions, Aries, in your life you may be noticing. Um, but it's a call. It's a call towards something. You may be noticing disruptions, but it's wanting you to shift. I think through this portal, the Aeon here. Things may be foggy. Things may be a little like it's weird with that moon card. It may seem a little hazy, but I don't feel like things are hazy. I feel like you just want you're destined for something. You just may not know what, right? And I think that's why you need to find some clarity and know how understand how you want to move forward with this with your mind right now, with your mindsets, right? With the ideas of yourself, the idea of this relationship, your idea of something may not be too clear right now. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe an idea you have, but you're unsure about how to move forward with it, right? Something like that. Drop a comment, guys. Guess let me get a guess what you think this mystery card is. I'm seeing earth, water, air, no fire, but that's okay. Maybe the vision's already there, the action's already there. That's only reasons we don't really see it here. Could be the only reasons, right? You've been taking the actions already. You're a fire sign too, so boom, 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 boom. We got double moon, guys. So we got the double moon. Yeah. So as I was saying, I had a feeling it was going to be a major arcana. I was saying that before I pulled it before, and just because I'm seeing all this major energy, it's crazy. The only thing that's in the way is like your thoughts, which is the air and your feelings. The water. Um, there may be some emotional stuff that's hard for you to overcome right now, challenging. Um, and you need to pay attention to how you think a little bit more. There's there's a big emphasis on your subconscious patterns, and you need to pay more conscious attention and be more mindful of how you're thinking and your thoughts day to day, right? Like when you're spending time alone, or when you're in your room, and or when you're doing work, like what are you thinking throughout the day, right? Like pay attention to that. Try to get your thoughts right clear. Try to practice some more mental exercises, do some more writing, do some more scripting, do some more affirming journaling, right? Dream journaling, I'm hearing big thing. And some of you may be getting messages to your dreams right now with that double moon card, but the new moon energy right now is very significant. And especially in Aquarius, there could be certain thoughts that are a little hazy. Maybe your mind's a little foggy right now. You need to pay more conscious awareness to your ways of thinking here, right? Because that's going to have a big impact. I think when you give yourself that self love and you really nourish how you feel here and what really fulfills you, um, you got to align that, because this is an obstacle too, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like when once you figure out what's really nurturing for you and what's really fulfilling, you gotta align that with your thought forms. You gotta align that with your mindset, right? Start paying attention to how you think. That way you can start reshaping your subconscious mind. And there at that point you're not doing the same things over and over again. You're actually breaking free and you're moving forward out of that cycle, right? Because if you don't free your mind, especially the subconscious, and you're not consciously and actively working on it, you're going to fall back into the same patterns, the same routines, the same habits. All of those things are subconscious, so it's very important to play a focus and a conscious attention to that stuff, right? But that's going to be a very significant thing for you here, Aries. Um, so I like to see that double moon. I kind of tied everything together here, gave us that confirmation we needed with the moon energy. But this is one of the rarest readings. I haven't seen a hand like this in a while. Like this is crazy. The only thing stopping you is your attributes of your emotions and your mind. But this is like it's really nice. It's like it's something manifesting here. We see a lot of earth. I see a lot of success. The water, the chariot, the hierophant. Um, there may be some sort of teacher figure or mentor in your life, or someone you just look up to. That's like a guiding force. That could be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Maybe you have a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in your life that's making things a little foggy. That maybe they're making things a little unclear. So I'm hearing you need some conversations about that as well. With the Ace of Swords, you need to pay attention to the words and what words they're using and how they're communicating. I'm hearing. And some of it may be like manipulative if it's foggy and making things unclear, right? Because emotionally you're not sure how you feel about this. And this could have something to do with a Cancer in your external world, Aries, in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe a Cancer, like child or someone in your surroundings. Um, but someone's paying attention or perspective is on a Cancer. They're paying attention to a Cancer. It's a side note for some of you guys. If you have these in your family members or something like that, right? Or friend group or whatever the case may be. But I'm hearing you need to kind of separate from certain things, certain thought forms. You need some clarity. There's certain things you need to separate from to find clarity. And it may be this Taurus you need to separate from because this is a hidden influence here. Maybe they're dictating and shaping how you think about certain things, and it's allowing your mind to be foggy or allowing you to see things not so clear. So you got to pay attention to what they're saying, how they're communicating, find some clarity, maybe separate or distance yourself a little bit. That way you can get a clear view, clear lens, clear perspective. And that's going to allow you to kind of call the shots over the foundation, the living situation, the house, or the money, whatever the case may be, right? Practical status. I think you may shift your sense of status, some sort of status shift here, maybe like declaring something on your foundation or in your state of way of living, your household. I'm not sure. Could be family. I'm hearing it. This is like a family situation for some of you guys. But if you guys are looking for extensives, you know where to hit. Link below. I appreciate you guys here, Aries. As we close out, I want to remind you that you're the most important part to Triple Three Tarot. So I thank you for being here. As always, I'm watching from afar. Never seen a hand like this before. And I'm rooting for you. Namo Himalaya. MC Triple Three for reality. Let's go.